Good morning. Welcome to our first ATL Skills Portfolio lesson. Today we're going to focus on our self-management page in our portfolio. So today's outcomes, we will reflect on goals for self-management, complete the self-management skills checklist and add it to our portfolio, as well as answer the questions on the self-management page to get ourselves started for the year. So what is self-management? Self-management has multiple components. One component is the one that most of us think of first, this idea of organizing. We might manage our time, manage our tasks. You're in school, so think of it as how am I managing my time to get my homework done, study for my various tests, organize my time with my activities. But self management also includes our affective skills, our ability to manage our emotions and our state of mind. How do I react to things? How do I manage my stress? And then also reflection. How do I consider my process of learning and choose which ATL skills are appropriate or going to benefit me most in this moment or this type of task? So, we're going to look at self management today mainly from two lenses, from the organizational lens and from the affective lens. So take a moment to consider, what have you been doing during first quarter so far to support yourself in self-management? This could be, how have you been managing your tasks and your time? How have you been preparing for your first couple of unit assessments? How have you been managing your stress? How have you been managing your emotions when an assignment gets tough? Take a minute to think. Now that you've taken a moment to think, we're going to take 2 minutes and share with a shoulder partner. What are those things you've been doing so far this quarter regarding self management? And it might be something that you tried to do, and it doesn't have to be going well, but it could be going well. Take 2 minutes to talk.
Why do we take time to collect evidence? We talked in our kickoff about growth and what that means. And if you look at this mountain climber, when we look at just one piece of evidence and just one snapshot, we don't have that perspective to know where we started or where we're going. So we're going to collect evidence so we can follow our journey this year. We want to know where we're starting, so at the end of the year, we can look back and see how much we've grown and what we've learned this year. Now, let's see where we are with our self-management skills to have an idea of where we're starting this year.
Okay, so first we're going to go to our grade level Schoology group because we're going to get that self-management inventory sheet. So you're going to navigate to your grade level Schoology group. And once you're there, you're going to see an announcement either from Ms. Joyce or Mr. Pomedy. And you're going to click on that Q1 self-management link that's available to you. It's going to be a template preview, so you're going to go up to the top right corner and you're going to press the Use Template button. That's going to generate your own copy. Now that you have your own copy, we're now going to go through and complete the inventory. So the self-management inventory is a list. Below includes some common school-related challenges that are based on self-management skills. Think about how you do each task and give it a score from 1 to 5. 1 being not a problem, 5 being a big struggle. So question number 1, write down in Checking My Agenda assignment book in Schoology. Question number 2, fully completing my assignments and handing them in. Question number 3, paying attention to classroom instructions, task directions. Question number 4, planning everything I need to do in a given day. Question number 5, taking home necessary materials and bringing them back to class. Question number 6, managing my stress when I have a lot of schoolwork or upcoming tests. Question number 7, staying motivated to work on difficult or uninteresting assignments. Question number 8, bouncing back after getting a bad grade or making a mistake. Question number 9, being patient and avoiding rushing through work to get it done. And question number 10, controlling my emotions in a productive way when I encounter a problem. Now that we've completed the inventory, we're now going to go up to the top right-hand corner of your sheet. We're going to change the share settings so that way when you put it into your portfolio, we will be able to see that. So what you're going to do is click on Share. You're going to go down to General Access. It says Restricted currently. You're going to click that drop-down menu and you're going to change it to Robinson Secondary Staff and Students. Once that's done, you're just going to press the blue Done button. And now we have completed the share settings. Now we're going to transition over to your portfolio where you can now add this as a piece of evidence in that self-management page.
So the first thing we need to do is find the Google Site portfolio that you created during our last lesson. You're going to open a new tab in Chrome and go to sites.google.com. Once you're in Sites, you're going to look for the portfolio that has your name on it. You're not going to click on anything labeled template, but look for the one that includes your name. Once you're in your template, again, make a double check, make sure it's the one that has your name listed in a few different places. You're going to click Pages and go to the Self-Management page. It'll be the third one in your list. We're going to scroll down to the placeholders for your different artifacts for self-management. This is our first artifact, so we're going to click the plus sign for artifact 1. I'm going to select From Drive, since my inventory lives in my Google Drive. Since we just used this file, you can scroll over and click Recent and it should be one of the first options that comes up. So I'm going to select my self-management inventory and click Insert. If you don't see it, you can use the search button and type in self-management and this should appear. When I click Insert, it will fill into the placeholder in my portfolio. For my title, we're going to call this Quarter 1 Self-Management Inventory. And we'll fill in today's date, September 25th, 2025. Then we're going to answer the reflection question, what does this artifact tell you about your use of self-management right now? You'll type your answer where it says type here. Look at your answers to the questions, think about your strengths and areas of growth, and answer that question. Once you've finished, we're going to scroll up to the top and take some time to answer the 3 questions related to self-management. How do you hope to grow in self-management this school year? Taking a look at your inventory, if there were some areas that were in the higher numbers, 3, 4, or 5, pick 1 or 2 of those for your areas of growth. We also want to know why might this ATL skill be important in your daily life, and when might you use this ATL skill? You can click where it says add your response here, delete the placeholder text, and type your answer. After you've finished answering all 3 questions, you're going to click the Publish button to save your changes. Teachers, you can pause the video here to provide this checklist of tasks for students to complete to finish out their self-management page for today.